beautiful old wedding chapel that will be coming up in the cluster of pines past the South Billboard. It's Little Church of the West. Now, Little Church of the West actually got to move to this location too. It's at down where Donald Trump's property in the days of the final frontier. Strongest beam of light in the world. It contains these very bright bulbs. They're called xenon bulbs. Each bulb costs $1,200. Lasts for 2,000 hours. They use mirrors to focus it straight up, and on a clear night like tonight, it's seen for 10 miles straight up, and within that radius for 250 miles around. When it first opened, the beam was brighter, but so bright it was blinding pilots on the way into the airport. Is anyone staying in there? Nobody? Yeah. Do you like your inclinator?
Yes.
Going up? Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You go up on a 33-degree incline. So they call it. Here's the original entrance to the airport now on your left, named after Senator Patrick McCarran. They asked him in 1941, why do you think you need an airport in the middle of nowhere? You know what he figured? If you built it, you would come. And you did! Roughly around 39 million people came to visit Vegas last year. And we have half a million takeoff and landings with this commercial aircraft. High-end shops, high-end restaurants. So this one you put in Walmart, Kmart, Taco Bell, Burger King, Motorola. Sure. I think it would work. It would be, this one was going to be 500 feet tall. The high roller is also 550 feet tall, as you see out there in the distance. And the high roller is the tallest observation wheel in the world. It goes very, very slowly. We'll get closer to it, but you never go and see it very well because it's pretty much on the back side of the properties that are Caesars or Harrison properties. The whole strip is almost all either Caesars or what it used to be known as entertainment or industry. Almost everything except now here Tropicana. Tropicana is one of the ones that's just by itself. It's one of the former Bob properties that didn't blow up. It's been around since oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Next door to it is Hooters. That's the biggest Hooters in the world, but it's the property next door. So, nice hotel, casino, and restaurant as well. Now on the corner here, this is the highest concentration of hotel rooms in the world. On this corner, 12,000 hotel rooms. The one making the biggest contribution is the MGM Grand in that big green thing, 5,000 hotel rooms. If you stayed in each room one night, so you stay in all 5,000 hotel rooms, you don't get out of there for over 13 years. You come into the day, you walk out with a community. The big rise line on the corner there takes the place of the original entrance. There was a stone line there, and it's a long-term model. And it had all things from the Wizard of Oz on the inside. The Disney slippers. It was beautiful. I know. I loved it. They did away with the entrance there. It's good from 93 till 98 because people can China. Anyway. Here's the Hard Rock. We have two. This is Hard Rock Cafe, but down Carmen, which is across the street up here, there's Hard Rock Hotel Cafe. On your left-hand side, Monte Carlo, and then coming up past that, if you're wondering about those buildings, they're perfectly fine. Those are the beer towers and we do have a faulty tower. Yeah, they have to. See this one over here that's on the side, that one is broken. Well, it's got structural abnormalities. They're taking it down. Yeah, it was supposed to be nearly twice as tall, hotel and condominium. As it was going up, MGM said, stop, it has structural problems. The construction company said, it's just fine. You just have too many hotel rooms and condos, and now you just don't want it. Well, they did a stress test and it's wrong. So it's literally being dismantled floor by floor. They say it'll cost $11.5 million, all said and done, to take down the Harmon Tower. Now, from Mandarin Oriental, which is the silverware, down to the Cosmopolitan, the whole thing was an $8.5 billion venture between MGM Resorts International and Dubai World Corporation. Was considered at the time to be the most expensive privately funded venture in the Western Hemisphere in New York altogether. They would expect they would spend $8.5 billion, everything would have been fine. I think they were trying to rush it. They were trying to cut corners because the economy was seriously tanking at the time. City Center was supposed to be a city within a city, and it was supposed to originally have a lot of condo. It didn't end up with as much. As a matter of fact, Cosmopolitan. This is a mile and a half. 170 stores, 15 restaurants, 3 theaters now because they added a new theater for Britney, the Axiom Theater. She's in town right now, so this is where she has her residency. And they also have a great show that I love. It's at the Saks Theater. It's called Vegas, the show. Everything you associate with Vegas in one show. Ragtag and Showgirls and Elvis, oh my. And at the end, implosions to show you the things that we grew up with. Yeah. Where this stand was originally the old Aladdin, and it's where Elvis and I still on the Hotel Street in 1967. Yeah. And of course, the beautiful Paris coming up on the right-hand side with the half-size replica of the Eiffel Tower, third of the size replica of the Arc de Triomphe, and it's on its 15th anniversary.
Mountain show नहीं start हुआ.
That is an observation.
Mountain show नहीं start हुआ, लोग इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
For the fountains, but they won't be going off for another 10 minutes. Currently, they're going off on the hour and a half, so it isn't off that. But the fountain shows are spectacular, but it's beautiful as beautiful as the fountain shows are. Go in to see the flowers. People often ask, what is your must-see? You could only go into one. The flowers in there are changed out 6 times a year. You see them. They're amazing. I just love them. And every year they outdo themselves, so it's gorgeous. They have a little greenhouse with little birds in it. It's a pretty property. Can't see the old green used to be. And the other cool thing about the fountain show, it's using an underground well. A lot of people don't know that about Vegas, but the well was originally dug to irrigate the old Dunes golf course that used to be there. Yeah. Mr. Wynn, he originally had this one built, and it's now an MGM property, but they did not mess with the genius that is Steve Wynn. And they talking about the flowers, and they still keep the fountain shows going, and they employ 30 full-time divers to care for that lake. They dump anywhere. In the front here, you'll see the fountain that Hubert Knievel attempted to jump in 1967. Missed and was in a coma for a month. The original section of Caesars is where the 4 gold cups I want to tell you. The flamingo on the right, now that one opened originally in 1946 with nothing like it does currently. When it opened in 1946, 77 rooms, run by Bugsy Siegel. It was actually originally being built by someone else, and he was running out of money, so Bugsy came over and made him an offer he couldn't refuse. They say he haunts the rose garden. Well, actually, now the wildlife habitat is kind of expanded, and it's all one big wildlife habitat. There's flamingos and all kinds of really, really cool birds, and it's absolutely free to go see. And it's open from dawn to dusk to go see the flamingos. Now, Bugsy, by the way, we say that routinely. He did not like that. It was something that, only his friends were allowed to call him, and that's crazy. If you called him that, he might have you 86. It meant to drive you 80 miles into the desert. There's 6 feet under. I know that's so terrible. The reason he named it the flamingo is kind of sweet. His girlfriend, Virginia Hill, red-headed, long-legged, we called her the fabulous flamingo, and that's why it was originally named the flamingo. Yeah. So check it out. I love this place. It's really a place of history and still can. You can see the high roller over there. This is the Link Project, linking the Caesars Entertainment properties together over here. This used to be the old O'Shea. They have a new O'Shea. So want to play some beer pong, you can play that at the new O'Shea. Coming up on the right-hand side is one of my favorite magicians, Harris. I love Max King. I've only seen him 9 times. And he performs here at Harris Tuesday through Saturday, shows at 1 to 3. In between there, Carnival Court. Now, those are free shows, as you can see. Various bands will take the stage around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. afternoon and play till about 7 or 11 o'clock at night, depending on who they've hired to perform. There'll be a picture of Max King, M-A-C, and be over here. He's from Kentucky. Anybody else from Kentucky? Oh, he's out from Kentucky. I love this guy. He's really good. He's been here 14 years. Actually, we've got a kind of a
यहाँ की तरफ
right. There's a garage over on the left-hand side, and there's just a watercolor that does turn into a little bit of for another 7 minutes. We're told by the city we're not allowed to stop on the We're not letting us do it. It's unfortunate. The Mirage also is where you'll find the wildlife habitat that belongs to Siegfried and Roy, and the white tigers, and also dolphin habitat and white lion cub. On your right-hand side, it's a beautiful Venetian. We have our gondolas going through the canals of Venice here. Anybody ride on a gondola? Oh, here you are. You're celebrating an anniversary. Oh, you're just this sweet. What a nice ride. Well, also in Venetian, you attach together so you can walk in air conditioned quality control comfort from Venetian Plaza and vice versa. And on the left-hand side is Tragic Island. Huh? Sands. The sands used to be here. Yeah, I call it Tragic Island because it's on the characterized. On the right-hand side, of course, is Win Encore. Yeah, that used to be the sands. The Win Encore stands for World Reservation. Yeah, Mr. Win, he originally bought the desert, and he was going to name this the Red when he did it, which is French for the train, which ended up being the name of the show instead. He said he loved this one so much he wanted to put his name on it. When you look at his name, it looks like an abbreviation in the way that it was. Yeah, it's his father changed the name from Weinberg to him, but I don't suppose it's the name of Weinberg, so would have been his business. On the left-hand side, Fashion Show Mall. You can get your hair cut by the guy who cuts Elatra's hair, and told him, chew on a toothpick, and that way the FBI can't read your lips. So that might be the most interesting haircut you've ever had. You need some good luck, walk over there by the wall and shine up the booties for good luck. In the second floor, there is a gallery of everyone who performed here through the years. Elvis and Liberace performed here together, and it's believed that Wes Liberace got Elvis to glam up the act and inject the show business and start wearing those sparkling things. So, I love the pictures up there on the second floor. Circus Circus, speaking on the second floor. Inside on the second floor, inside of the big top, you have 3 circus shows to see. Hello! How you doing? So there are 3 circus shows to see there. The last will be at 11. They start in the morning at 11 a.m. to 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every 30 minutes to see Freakus. 3 circus shows. On your right-hand side is the world's most expensive pigeon coop. Well, that's all it is. It was supposed to be Fountain Blue, sister property to Fountain Blue, Miami. Instead, a fellow named Carl Icahn, a corporate raider, purchased the property. He paid $150 million for a $3 billion bankruptcy, which turns out to nickel on the dollar. Yes, I know. It was 70% complete. What's Carl been doing? Selling it off since I did. So that's why you see the blue glass go missing. He sold the furniture downtown to the plaza into a resort in France. We don't care much about that. Well, fortunately, it didn't kill things entirely because the SLS blossomed anyway. That was the old Sahara, and it closed down May 16th of 2011 as the Sahara. It stood there from 1952 until 2011 as the Sahara. A fellow named Sam Nazarian owns the property. He opted to renovate instead of implode, had an in your tallest point. That ride is called the Big Shot. Then to the left, there's a ride that just turned a different color. That is the third tallest thrill ride in the world. That is the Then one on the other side that comes around second solid throw where it spins madly, called the Insanity. And then right in the middle where you can see the light coming out underneath the red thing, that is a controlled free fall. No, not a bungee, because you don't go boinky, boinky, boinky. You start falling at the rate of speed you would fall if you jump from the strap, but it slows you down so you don't go splat at the strap. It's a decelerator, that's what they call it. Yeah. It will cost you $20 to get up there, cost you $120 to jump off if you want to live. Yeah, if you don't care about living, you can do it once for free, but only once. Well, you still have to pay $20 for that. Yes, I love watching that. We've seen a few people do it today. A few of my fellow tour guides have done it, and actually one of them chickened. They will not give you your money back to find that out. Yep. She chickened, and they gave her a coupon. Come back when you get some guts. And this ride going up and down is the one that looks like you're going to shoot off the edge. And that's the one featured in the movie Las Vegas. And speaking of Las Vegas, you just are leaving Winchester. We're coming into Vegas right now. Did you know you weren't in Vegas yet, baby? No, you weren't. You're coming into Vegas right now. The mob built the strip, thought there were too many laws in Las Vegas. And up until 1973, the Las Vegas Police Department had no jurisdiction south of Sahara. That's so close to the air. So now you know you're in Vegas. Over on your right-hand side, Chapel of the Bells was in the movie Vegas Vacation. That's where Rusty Gray. Well, pops all the cars that he won in the slot machine. Yeah, you guys, where I want someone to do this stuff. Come on. They also have a revolving restaurant up there. It is called Top of the World Restaurant. It takes 80 minutes to make the complete revolution. One time I said 80 seconds. 80 minutes. And up there it also says don't worry about things falling past the air. It's perfectly normal. They also, one floor actually above the Top of the World restaurant is the 107 Lounge at the 107th floor. And that doesn't revolve, you can watch people revolve below you actually. And you can go up there and get some nice liquid courage. There's the hardest going up. That's what people are attached to. The cameras on either side film the people and you can watch them in the rooms. That's the landing deck over there. Someone has done it. 855 feet straight down. Stratosphere to Mandalay Bay is considered the strip. We're still on Las Vegas Boulevard, but we're no longer on what is considered the strip. On Las Vegas Boulevard, we're now on the little section we like to call Chapel Road. And we'll have a few more wedding chapels along the way. We do an average of 300 weddings a day in Las Vegas. We're the wedding capital of the world. It's very inexpensive. $60 for the license if you pay cash, $65 with a credit card, no waiting period, no blood test, no breathalyzer. Well, over here, I don't know if they were drunk or not, but the Chapel of the Flowers is where Dennis Rodman married Carmen Electra. She probably was drunk, but he wore a dress, so that was weird too. He also colored his hair green. You would have thought. Blue, you know, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. That's why the marriage failed. Nothing blue. Nothing to do with the fact he's a little freaking. It wasn't him. It was someone she knew from school. The same thing. But she really lasted really long. 55 hours. There's a drive. Hello. Hello. Howdy. There's a drive-thru wedding window right over here. They were just adding some new gates to it. Yep, there's some people in the drive-thru right now. This is a walk-through too if you want it to be. No, you don't get fries with that. Wow. Well, this must be waiting to see who's going to get the bride. I don't know. There's 5 guys in there. And that's the white chapel. I don't know. Viva Las Vegas Weddings over here does unusual weddings. You can get married in a Star Trek ceremony by Mr. Spock. And at the end he goes, live long and prosper. And that is legal, yeah, that's the thing. Yes, a woman named Janine Garofalo was married in Las Vegas 21 years ago, just found out last year. She's an actress and comedian, was in the movie Truth About Cat. But it wasn't advertised in the paper. It might have been just employees. The Zoom line is going down like Superman. Zip line is $20, $40 for you if it's open. So, the old little Cortez, this was the one that the mom first bought. It was just in the middle. Did we get slapped with water too? What the heck was that? I think it was a sprinkler. Here we go. There's Liz Taylor. That's what I call her. Female praying mantises eat the heads off of male praying mantises. I think, wow. We needed a sprinkler so it went down so it don't burn. That's great. All right. Thank you, Liz. Woo! That's a container park, by the way. That's new. Repurposed shipping containers, turn them into little restaurants, little stores, little art galleries. And that's a sweet little place to visit. As due to our new mayor, Caroline Goodman, because she bought up a lot of these shipping containers, and her and Tony Shea, who's the head of Zappos.com, came together and created that. Job of restoring that one. I love that place. I've been into it down there. I've been at it twice, and each time I spent 3 hours. The Fremont coming up, this is the one I was mentioning to you earlier. Your 99-cent frozen margaritas over here. It's fabulous. $2 for Heineken's and Coronas, and just like shots, like $2 and stuff. Oh my God, it's a deal and a half. And if you're not a drinker, they also have Dunkin' Donuts, and that's the best donuts in the world, and great coffee as well. You'll see all the different signs along with it on the way on the Fremont. This is where Wayne Newton got started when he was 15. He's 71 now. He is still alive. Can't sing anymore. Kind of broke his voice. As you come along the side of Binion's on your right-hand side, get your picture taken with $1 million. They take it, they put it in a commemorative folder, and everybody in the picture gets a copy. And you'll see a man and 2 of the dealer trainer girls here. And it'll look like that, except you'll be in the picture. Everybody will get a copy, but you do have to be 21 or over. This, of course, is Fremont Street. And look at that, it's only 15 years. So you'll have some. The canopy of lights which you're coming to see, mainly, this is your main reason for coming down to Fremont. We'll bring the lights at 9 o'clock. This is Fremont. You can see why it's called Fremont. We got, whoa, we're in a one car. Whoa, perfect. And look at many diapers. I like this diaper. Yeah, you will see things. The golden nugget does have a golden nugget that was found in Australia. Some of the brown. I sold to the golden nugget in 1980 for $1 million. It's still on sale. She paints, does a mind reading trick, and that was in the Vegas realm, but what happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas. Yeah. I'm Vegas Bird, so you can Google me. I found out that doesn't hurt. Yeah. So if you want to look it up, it's 2011 to look up the whole thing. He's quite a character. He started talking when he was really young, like 3 months old. And he used to freak me out. I started raising cockatiels, and they don't lay on their backs. Well, the conures do. The parents will often, feed the babies on their backs, but their parents would run out of the nest box when the babies would hatch, like, what is this ugly thing? And they wouldn't go back in, and in Buffalo, it would get cold. So I had to hand feed them. So he'd lay on his back all the time. I go, what are you doing? He said, oh, he's okay. I said, ah. And that was so one day at 3 months older, I walk over and look at him. He goes, what are you doing? That was he had a sentence as his first words. And then I would take him outside and I'd go, look, it's a pigeon. Can you go pigeon? That's what he learned next. So he's really quite the comic. $15 for children to go through the wildlife habitat. Here. There's also a dolphin habitat. Also here at the right-hand side is the film shop. Yeah, we got a over here. It's quite good. There's a spiral escalator, so it looks like the people are floating. The United States highest grossing retail shelves per square foot are the forms. The Coliseum was originally built for the lovely and talented Celine Dion. It opened in the year 2000. And Celine, she's not performing right now. Her husband has cancer. And she's also battling some throat issues of her very own. Yeah. A lot of performers do not like to perform in Vegas. They call it Vegas throat, and it does cause problems. Original section of Caesars is where the four gold tops are. When it opened in 1966, they had an entertainer, Andy Williams. They had Circus Maximus. I love Andy Williams. Of course, they introduced us to the Osmonds, and you will find them occasionally over the Flamingo. Flamingo kind of looks like my bedroom when I was called it down the space concert on the side of it. That was my first concert I ever saw. I was 12 years old. Saw it in Toronto, guys, at the CNE. Yeah! Mom and Dad took me to see that. Oh, it was crazy little back then. He's still doing really different. He looks amazing, by the way. If you're really rich, you can do that. It's one of the few shows that'll never get discounted. Yeah. You can occasionally see when Celine was here, she was $55. The cheapest for the nosebleed seats up there in that. 4,000 seat Coliseum. $55 to see her. It's $110 to see Donnie and Marie. Yeah, I know. It's hardly ever discounted. You hardly ever do a deal on that. Again, remember, if you do go to the Flamingo, and if you do see Bucky's Ghost, and it's just you're going to see the flamingos and all kinds of stuff. I love that. That's the first place I ever stayed. 1989 was my first visit to Vegas. Yep, that's pretty cool. There's a Las Vegas Hilton there. Yeah. Up here to Cromwell. It just became a Cromwell. If you've been here in the past, that was Bill's Gambling Hall. Most recently, before that, Barbary Coast. I remember seeing Big Elvis there. He was a big fella. He's not so big anymore. He got married. He used to be nearly 7 feet tall. He got married. 2 7s goes down to 450. He was getting off the boat. Like I said, this valley's over here. It's getting a renovation on the front. That was the old MGM in the 70s before they put in the green MGM. That was the original MGM in the 70s. On your right, of course, the beautiful Bellagio, one of my favorite places to go and just hang around. If you saw Ocean's 11, that was where it was. Also coming up ahead and on the right-hand side within the Cosmopolitan is the first timeshare. It's the Jockey Club, right alongside the O'Shea's thing. We had an old O'Shea's, now we have a new O'Shea's, and they kept the little person, if you remember the little dwarf. The Jockey Club. Over there, Cosmopolitan, over here on the right-hand side, is designed to be like a chandelier on the inside. And they do have free to see from 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. Any of Liberace's amazing items. You see the people looking in there. Liberace's house has been purchased. He wants to turn it into a museum, but it isn't a residential area. In case you didn't know this, it attaches from Bellagio through all of city center and beyond into Monte Carlo. It's a free ride. You don't need a ticket to ride. It's a little free monorail from, like I said, Bellagio to Monte Carlo and vice versa. So you want to take a little free ride, it runs till 2:30 in the morning. As far as the real monorail, it runs on the back side of the strip from MGM Grand to Tropicana all the way down to SLS. To ride at one time is $5 for an all-day pass. Is $12, runs from 7 a.m. till 2:30 in the morning. Monte Carlo Show just finished a major renovation on its front too. They added all these new restaurants. The most intriguing is definitely 800-degree pizza, where they cook pizzas in 60 to 90 seconds. It's definitely fast food. The oven is 800 degrees. They use but MGM owns these now. And MGM, they said they wanted to get away from the theming in Las Vegas when they were building that stuff called City Center. And I was like, well, are you insane? That's the best part. I mean, every place in the world has tall, shiny buildings, but castles next to pyramids is pretty awesome. Now, if you're bored with the theming, maybe, okay, here, turn it all black, right? Make it Dracula's castle, right? And you could bring Chris Angel from over there, and he could levitate over the top of this building. Ah, Dracula! It would be cool. I think it would be awesome. You could dress all the cocktail services like Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Serve signature Bloody Marys. It would be a ride. Oh, no, the beam is clear today. Nobody's hanging out in the beam. What I'm looking for in the beam? Bats. Yes, occasionally we find bats in our beam. They draw in bugs, so the bats come and eat the bugs. And I'm not kidding, that's true. Supposedly they had a bad bat problem at the airport. Yeah. Oh, you know what kind of trees these are? They're AT&T trees. They're trying to reach out and touch you. Oh. Occasionally they get a little aggressive. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to let all of you go here at the Excalibur. We come around the rotunda. Everybody's going to hop off the bus, and I got to go home. Well, I hope you had a nice time on Big Bus Tours. And it's been a pleasure having all of you aboard with us this evening. Now, if you do want to ride with us in the morning, we do start off here at 10:10 or over at Circus Circus at 10 o'clock in the morning. We start at two different ends of the strip, and so you can show your Big Bus ticket from this evening and get a discount on riding with us during the morning hours. Yeah. So it's we're coming right in at 10 o'clock. Good thing, because I always worry that Tinkerbell's going to come out if we hit midnight and then hit us with Pixie Dust and turn the whole coach into a pumpkin. Now, if you would like to thank us in the traditional manner, it is allowed. We're allowed to accept gratuities. We split them at the end of the night between Daniel and Debbie. And I also love it when people go on TripAdvisor and they say they like Debbie's tour. I get all squishy. I do. I go all Sally Fields. And we have like these little contests, and whoever like gets the most, like sometimes you get little prizes and things. So if you want to go on there, let them know you like Debbie and Daniel. We appreciate that. And we have a pretty good rating on TripAdvisor, so we hope to keep it that way. And we hope you've had a lot of fun with us, and you come and ride with us again. And I hope you learned some things and had some fun with us tonight. So we're going to drop you off right over here. I'll get this cord out of the way too. I wish I was cordless. We got to come into the 21st century. We're a little behind. And it's always 2:30. Yeah. So it's better than some people. At least it's right twice a day. I wish they would have made it 2:45, because that was always the song Stephen Edie Gourmet would sing whenever they would implode an old mob property. You know that song? Anybody? It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except me. So setting up Joe, got a little something I think you should know. We're drinking, my friend, till the end of a sweet episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. That's it. Isn't that awesome? I love that song. That was the song that Bette Midler also sang to Johnny Carson when they closed the show. So it's a sweet song. I'm looking up at our Statue of Liberty. Look at the size of her hand, guys. It's bigger than her face. I wonder if they did that purposely. Reminds me of the episode of Seinfeld. Jerry doesn't want to go out with the girl because she has man hands. She has some serious man hands. Well, one thing you can say about her, she ain't a nose picker. That ain't going up there, no way, no. She's made of a kind of foam. Yeah, if we chopped her down, she'd float there in the harbor. Yeah, you could melt her. Yeah. It's kind of a weird, kind of this like golden foam looking stuff. They're the same kind of statues like over at Monte Carlo too. Because that's a kind of a foam. Coming up Excalibur, I saw them take away the ad that used to be in the balcony for a place in there called Dick's Last Resort, and I was like, cool, they're going to put Merlin back. I know, put Merlin back. What the hell? Where's Merlin? He used to come out, and on the hour, he used to come out and he would cast a spell on all of Las Vegas. And I used to think, do you remember that? No, it was really cute. This opened in 1990, and it was a sister property to Circus Circus. Mr. Maybe not now, but definitely later. All right, and here we go. Leaving Disney on steroids. That's what I call it. It's supposed to be an English Arthurian medieval castle, but it looks more like Disney on steroids. Yeah, I know. It originally opened up in 1990 as a sister property. The Circus Circus meant to draw families with kids. They noticed there'll be great kids. They don't drink, they don't gamble, they don't eat in high-end restaurants. They don't like babies on the craft table. Heck with that, get back to Sin City.
वीडियो में देखिए कितना प्यारा
What
लग
we
रहा
decided to do.
है देखिए
I have an idea for it. Paint it black. Make it Dracula's castle. Scare the little ones. You could bring Chris Angel across from over here at the Luxor and bring him over there, get collected into the top. Oh, Dracula! We're at the Luxor now. We just left here and we're over to Egypt. Look along the side, you have these wonderful hieroglyphics. They say they're the same ones on King Tut's tomb. I have to take their word.